Robert Greene was right. Weak men get used, strong men build power. But I want to get something very clear before we get into this video. If you're looking for some sort of motivation, confidence hacks, some sort of believe in yourself nonsense, then this video is not for you. Because Robert Greene in his books does not write books to make you feel good. He writes books to wake you the fuck up and say the awkward things that a lot of people aren't comfortable to say. And if this video irritates you, challenges or makes you uncomfortable, then good. That means that it's working, because Robert Greene's core message is simple. The world is not fair, people are not kind by default, and weak men get used. And that doesn't sound particularly nice, but it's true, it's reality. And lesson number one, people are not thinking about you, they're studying you. This is the first illusion that Robert Greene destroys throughout his books. You think people are busy with their own lives, but they're not. They are literally watching how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you react under pressure, and what you'll tolerate. Because every interaction is like a silent evaluation of you, how far they can push you, how to work you. When you ramble, you signal insecurity. When you over-explain, you signal neediness. When you hesitate, you signal uncertainty. And uncertainty attracts dominance from others. Robert Greene teaches that with power begins perception. Not what you say, but what people feel when you enter a room. And most men fail here immediately because they're carrying themselves with some shit posture, looking insecure. And that's exactly why this matters for your life. If your energy's scattered, people treat you casually. If your body's weak, people test you. If your mind's chaotic, then people are going to take advantage and lead you. It's not malicious, it's instinctive. Because power vacuums that are created always get filled. Lesson number two, weak men try to be liked, but strong men control respect. Robert Greene makes this painfully clear. Trying to be liked is one of the fastest ways possible for you to lose power, because the quote-unquote good guy who helps everybody, listens endlessly and never asserts himself, always ends up resentful. Why? Because he gave his power away. You can see this everywhere when you look around. Men in relationships who feel ignored. Men at work who get overlooked. Men in business who undercharge and over-deliver. They mistake kindness for leverage. But kindness without boundaries just becomes weakness. And here's the brutal truth. If you're always available, then you're not valuable. If you always say yes, your no means nothing. If you never lead, you will always follow. Robert Greene does not teach aggression. He teaches controlled authority, and learning these lessons, you can use them in your own life. Lesson number three, never appear desperate, because desperation means blood in the water. This lesson alone will change your life if you apply it, because desperation leaks out of men. It leaks in ways like rushed speech, constant checking of messages, over-posting for validation, chasing outcomes instead of building leverage. And Greene teaches that neediness repels power. And here's the part that most men hate hearing. If you feel desperate for money, validation, women, or approval, then you've already lost the upper hand, I promise you that. And that's exactly why most men stay stressed out and overwhelmed, because they negotiate from a place of need. They underprice themselves, overcompromise. They chase instead of positioning themselves. High value men move slowly, not because they're lazy, not because they're lazy, it's because they're reactive. It's as simple as that. Lesson number four, power comes from structure, not personality. And this is where he overlaps with real world dominance, because power is not charisma. It's predictability, consistency and positioning. And men who rely on personality always burn out. Men who rely on systems win long term, because the systems get done regardless. You can't fake structure. It shows up in your body, your routines, your calendar, your standards, and ultimately your life. When your systems are weak, your life ultimately becomes weak. And this is why your confidence comes and goes, because your structure is so inconsistent, because you might train for a bit, then stop. You might focus for a bit and then drift. You might commit and then renegotiate with yourself and say, oh, we'll take the easy route today. But Robert Greene calls this self-betrayal. And you repeatedly do self-betrayal and it destroys your self-image. Lesson number five, never outshine the master, but always outgrow him. This is one of Robert Greene's most misunderstood ideas. It doesn't mean play small. It means you've got to be strategic in the way you act, because most men sabotage themselves by trying to prove something too early on. So they talk too much. They reveal plans way too soon. They seek validation instead of results. But power moves Power moves quietly, but results speak last and finally. So how does this apply to your life? Stop announcing your goals. Stop arguing your potential. Stop trying to convince people. Build and grow in silence and let the outcomes and the results do the talking. Lesson number 6. Emotional men are easy to control, but this one stings. Robert Greene repeatedly shows how emotional reactions expose weakness, anger, defensiveness, needs for reassurance. If people can predict your reactions, then they can control you. But calm men are dangerous. Not loud men, not angry men, but calm men. And this is exactly why you feel drained, because your nervous system is fried. So you react to everything, messages, comments, stress, setbacks, judgment. You're living in constant stimulus, and that absolutely destroys any authority you can have. Power requires emotional regulation. Lesson number 7, identity is a weapon, because Robert Greene teaches that identity is not discovered, it's crafted. You're not just being yourself, you're either intentionally shaping who you are or you're letting the world shape you. I promise you, there is no neutral position, and anything that comes across as a neutral position is actually an illusion. And most men never decide who they are or who they want to be, so they drift. They borrow the identities of the nice guy, the hustler, the gym guy, the spiritual guy, the drug guy, but none of it is anchored. Strong men, powerful men choose what they tolerate, what they'll pursue, how they move, what their values are, and then they live by those things consistently and compound it. Lesson number 8, daily discipline is a power strategy. Robert Greene's obsessed with repetition, not intensity. Repetition builds inevitability. The man who trains daily beats the man who trains hard sometimes. The man who shows up daily wins over time. Because the reality of it is power is boring. And that's why most men never have it, never will have it, and if they do get it by some lucky spin of the wheel, they won't keep it. But here's why you keep stopping and starting: because you chase feelings instead of systems. Robert Greene would say you're seduced by momentum instead of mastery. Mastery is quiet and boring, and that's why people don't really chase it. But how does this connect to your life right now, you're probably thinking? If you feel stuck, scattered or restless, then here's the truth: you're not lacking potential. What you're really lacking is alignment. Your mind, your body and your actions are not moving in the same direction. They're going in opposite directions. And this creates friction, and friction creates frustration. And nobody wants to live a frustrated life. But the men I work with are not men that just want motivation. I won't work with them men. I work with men who want power over themselves, self-mastery, physical and mental mastery, men who are done negotiating, men who are done drifting. I work and I coach with men who want structure, leverage and authority. It's not therapy, it's identity reconstruction, because change the identity, you change the life. So the first step is not some sort of call. The first step is clarity. And that's exactly why I built a system that exposes where you're weak, where you're leaking energy and where you're misaligned. Because once you know those 3 things, you can put something in place to overpower them. No hype, just truth. But here's the final warning: Robert Greene does not promise happiness, he promises awareness. Because once you see how power works, truly works, you can't unsee it. You'll notice why certain men lead, why others get ignored, why you've just been stuck and stay stuck. But at least then you'll have a choice to stay comfortable or to become dangerous in all the best ways you could possibly imagine. Because if this video hit, you've got this far into the video, nearly 9 minutes in, so I know it's hitting hard. Click the links in the description and get a free copy of the Become Unfuckwithable Blueprint. It will show you exactly where your power's leaking. The link's in the description, it's free. No motivation, no soft shit, just pure alignment. So turn the volume down, get disciplined and start building leverage. This free system that I use to change my life and I use with all my private clients that pay me thousands for it. It's in the description, it's free. Click it, download it, start building some momentum in your life, then drop me a message saying you're ready to work one-on-one and really level the fuck up. I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.